I saw a thread titled, Discussing Women, by username 1000, in which he answers sympathetically why we talk about women instead of, just going our own way. I think it's generally good, but he should have wiped the floor with their asses. It speaks like a defensive piece, an apologia for wrong-headed thinking or consolation for a blind spot, and not an attack. We have a much better case to make here. In short, it leaves something to be desired. So here's what's to be desired in that piece in my opinion. We get often told, just go your own way already, why you bitch about women? Must it be argued that this shit is stupid? Well, from the looks of it, it seems necessary in this idiocracy we live in. First of all and most important of all, find a better way of bringing down MigTow, alright? No MigTow goes like, oh well, I will banish thoughts of eschewing women after hearing don't talk about women. Second of all, if you are giving this an air of concern for us or the philosophy, just stop. Nobody is convinced you care about MigTow and you want it to thrive. If you've done nothing for MigTow, you are not entitled to puppeteering us. Honestly, this could be the end of the conversation, but let's discuss more the retarded fuckery of these Cro-Magnons. If you want us to do a certain thing consistently and not be put in mental asylum, we should have a reason to do it. However, you argue as if we should be like crazy schizophrenics walking around and behaving in a certain way for no reason. Additionally, by their logic, a dermatologist shouldn't talk about germs, an atheist shouldn't talk about God, and MigTow shouldn't say anything about feminism or women. As men discussing current affairs, we shouldn't talk about feminism and womans even if it has something to do with us and our freedom. You see how porous their argumentation is. Look, I want to have a charitable view of your concern. I can see some kernel of truth to it. But seeing how gynocentric society has gotten and how men are always treated as second class because they were born the wrong gender, I think your concern for men is in an insignificant place. Would you mind doing away with pointless spectacles and drama? Thank you. Let me reiterate what MigTow is about. MigTow is not about me or you or some group of people. MigTow is about its bearer, and if he chooses to only bitch about women in his online time, I think you should mind your own business. If it grinds your gears and you care about MigTow, you should set an example for what good MigTowism is instead of bitching about men bitching about women. We warn future generations of men of the dangers one may face while dealing with a woman in hopes they don't make our mistakes or the mistakes of other men. Some of MigTow are divorced and estranged from their kids, so by talking about manosphere they could literally be talking to their kids since they may be following their dads for life advice. We, the MigTow creators, are doing this out of basic human decency and compassion because we can't stand bearing witness to such cruelty inflicted upon men and let it happen even though we could just ignore it and let the new generation of men get eviscerated themselves. And don't pull the grift card. I don't get paid and I'm sure I never will, and most of MigTow creators are running only on scant donations. Even if I get monetized, spending my hours on literally any job is much more profitable than making videos. I may get only $1 to $4 for each 1,000 views if I ever get there. I have something else to add. I hate to break it to you, but men do often have bad experiences with women. Yeah, shocking, ain't it? It's not a crime to vent and we should have a place to do it. MigTow is like the only place where you are more than welcome to speak your frustrations. Some of us are frustrated at being blamed for all the wrongs in the world, irritated of the aggrandizing of women and being treated as an inessential ornament, and pissed off at infantilizing of men only when it doesn't benefit us, like the man-up shit, and infantilizing of women only when it benefits them with the empowerment and affirmative action stuff, and, you know, we are generally disillusioned with politics and promises of egalitarianism. MigTow, whether you wish to admit it or not, offers respite from the constant debasing of men's value and the dragging of their dignity through the mud. Now you can undermine this, but you will obviously string it with, they have legitimate grievances, and once you do that, you fucking lose. I don't know if I should keep arguing this or not. I find it quite ironic that the people who are obsessed with men and masculinity and patriarchy would have an issue with us talking about women and femininity and the matriarchy. If you think we are retards, do something else yourself, you are no better. And what's even more ironic is when it's the right-leaning people are saying this. Like, hello MF? When did it become okay to give women pussy passes? Anyhow, I will reference this video for any Cro-Magnons who think MigTow should be about asceticism and mentally induced blindness to the birthing lactating persons and their wrongs. See you on next vid.